It's desk tour time. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gary Riddell, and today I'm going to give you a quick 2025 studio desk tour, specifically the 5 or 6 things that I use almost every day because we've had a lot of changes. We've moved location, we've got a whole bunch of new gear, and I like talking about gear, and if you're watching this, I'm sure you do too. We're going to start with my keyboard, and it is this little baby. This is the Logitech MX Keys Mini, so it doesn't have the numpad on the side, which means when you use the mouse, your arm can sit naturally here rather than way over here. Honestly, I used to get an achy shoulder with my arm being twisted out to one side doing a lot of editing, so I thought let's go back to a mini keyboard. Who really uses the numpad that much anyway? I certainly don't. And this keyboard's great. I've used Apple keyboards with the super low profile, low action keys. I've used this Logitech. I've used some clickety clackety keyboards for gaming. We have one in the gaming studio. I'll show you that some other time. But I keep returning to this one. It's durable. I don't really mind if it gets dinged a little bit. The battery lasts a really long time, and the keys aren't super noisy on this keyboard. There's sort of this... I've had people having conversations right beside me while I've been typing on this thing, and they've never said to, hey, stop typing. So it's good. Next up is the mouse. Now, I have used Apple mice in the past. They are terrible. They're heavy, they're just not nice to hold. They do have a really cool scroll feature on the top. You can move in any direction just with a swipe of a finger on that sort of top panel. But other than that, they suck. So what do I use? I use this, the Logitech mouse that matches the keyboard. It's the MX series mouse. This is the Master 3S. I believe they're making a new version of this, which I will almost certainly update to because it's really good. It has loads of little quirky buttons and quick actions and things. And this little scroller on the top is crazy. It's kind of weighted, and I think there's a magnet in here. It means that you can flick between like scroll mode where it sort of jumps bit by bit and you can feel the resistance, or you can turn that off and you have this infinite scroll wheel, which is really fun when you're trying to flick around in Figma. It's durable, it's tactile, it has loads of functionality, especially if you're a video editor. You got this little thumb scroller on the side which lets you scroll along the timeline. That's awesome. You got these quick action buttons down here. There's a little thumb switch which I have for launching different apps like Claude for AI. It charges on the front, not in dead mode on its back, unlike the Apple mouse. So you just plug this one in and you can keep using it. Can't do that with the Apple one. When it dies, you gotta plug it in upside down and then quit work for the day, I guess. Go home to lunch. From a user experience perspective, not ideal. So yeah, Logitech keyboard, Logitech mouse. Number 3, let's talk about monitors. I use the Apple 27-inch Studio Display. This is the high sort of gloss version. I did have the nano texture version to prevent reflections, but I just didn't like the flatness of it. I actually really like the gloss look, the high shine. Typically when I edit, those little lights aren't on, so I don't have to worry about reflections that much. And I just think the colors pop a whole lot more when it's the high gloss finish. It is a beautiful display. The speakers are really good, the microphones are really good. The camera is questionable, but I use this thing anyway, plugged in via a cam link, so the camera doesn't really bother me too much. And the thing that I probably love the most about it is that it's a single cable to connect the monitor to power, and then to connect the monitor to your laptop is a single Thunderbolt cable, which powers the laptop. So whenever I'm away and I come back to the studio, I just put the laptop back where it goes and plug a single cable in, and we're all connected. You have a whole bunch of USB-C ports. That's nice, but sometimes you do need a dongle thingy because not everything is USB-C, sadly. Come on world, hurry up. That brings us to number 4, my laptop. I use an Apple 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's got the M3 Pro processor inside it, which is a beast. It's got 2 terabytes of internal solid-state storage, so I can edit a bunch of movies on the road without having to worry about storage. And it packs 36 gigs of RAM. And that laptop has SD card slots, so I can just take the SD card out of this camera and stick it in there to start ingesting footage. Now, I said earlier that the Studio Display and actually the Mac itself, they both have incredible speakers. However, when I edit, I always use a pair of headphones, and these puppies are the III TMA2. Let me say it again. The III TMA2. They make incredible headphones for DJs and things, and I saw these because Chris Do was wearing them, and I started doing some research to see what the score was, and it turns out they're actually amazing. And they're modular, so when you want to change the headphones or upgrade them or something breaks, it all just pops apart really, really easy and just pops back together. I wear these when I do podcasts, when I edit, when I listen to music, watch movies. They're really, really comfortable. You can get a different headband which has Bluetooth, and also this weird little box which is like a high-speed Bluetooth thing. I guess that's for pro DJs, but I just use the wired one. It's one less thing to charge. So many of the things in this studio require batteries. Having one less thing to worry about is nice. And that brings us to the last thing that I use on a fairly regular basis, and that is this. This is a Ugreen brand M.2 card holder. Ugreen make a whole bunch of stuff from NASs down to simple drives. I bought this a while back, just a cheap, simple case. And inside that is a Crucial M.2 card. That's a terabyte drive, super fast because it's an M.2 card. You would usually see this type of thing inside of a PC, but you can buy the card itself and then the case and stick them together, and they work really, really well. That plugs in by USB, and if I've got a whole bunch of files that I want to take on the road or do a quick backup, it can go onto this. So that is it. 6 things that I use almost every day in this studio, and I can't imagine living without them. But I got a question for you. Am I missing something? What would you change? The keyboard, the mouse, different screen, different computer? Any suggestions? Let me know in the comments. See you next time.